In the middle of the night, I was hit by a loud knock. Helpless, I got up to check.
I peeked out and escaped. Under the moonlight, on the rooftop opposite, stood a huge dark figure waving at me. Confused, someone suddenly covered my mouth from behind.
My mom covered my mouth and slowly backed into the house. The dark figure on the opposite rooftop was still waving at me. Its outline was much bigger than a person, standing at least 2 meters away from the window.
Only then did my mom let go of me. She rushed to the bedside and shook my dad frantically. My dad was still asleep, but jumped out of bed after hearing that. What did you say? My mom lowered her voice, trembling.
You found that thing. Under the bright moonlight, my dad didn't see it for a moment. His face turned pale. Where is it? Did you see it? On the opposite building, my dad hurriedly jumped out of bed to close the window. At that moment, I saw that thing was already gone.
After all these years and moving so many places, it still managed to find us.
What is that thing? Listen.
His dad looked at me worriedly when he heard it. The child is growing, and the presence is getting stronger. It's easier for it to find us now. Clenching his fists, his eyes filled with hatred, pain, and sorrow intertwined. You have already taken one of our children. How can we let go? My mom said it was my twin brother, who died when he was young. They always told me my brother died of illness, but now it seems there's more to it.
Mom, how exactly did my brother die? And what was that thing just now? Mom?
Without a word, she just panicked and grabbed a mask, putting it on my face.
She put on the mask and slowed her breathing. Our family has a strict rule. After sunset, no one at home can call my name. In fact, no one at all can call my name. It's just that I don't go out at night or come into contact with outsiders. Pack up a bit. Let's go. It's late at night. Where else are we going? The truth is we've been here less than 2 months since we moved. Since I can remember. We've been moving constantly. South, north, rural, city. The longest we've stayed in one place is less than a year. My mom came with a suitcase, and I grabbed her hand tightly. Mom, tell me, what exactly have we been hiding from all these years? Just now, what was that thing? I asked. The kids are all told by their parents. I'm sorry. I've had enough of this unsettled, wandering life. At the horizon, they never tell me anything. I'm burning inside, slamming a table on the ground, saying, if you don't tell me the truth today, I'm not going anywhere. I went to cut the power line, and he kicked me down like that, reckless and wild. Haven't you forgotten the lesson from 7 years ago?
7 years ago, my head buzzed, and I saw that blood-soaked drying yard. I was 9 then. We moved from Henan to a rural village in Hebi. One night, when my parents weren't paying attention, I climbed over the wall and
I was playing
out.
hide and seek with a group of kids in the village's abandoned drying yard. The kid looking for us was called Little Stone. I hid in a pile of firewood, watching Little Stone pull out each of our friends one by one. The found kids quickly joined the search party. Soon everyone was found, except me. As the night grew later, the other kids lost patience and went home. Only the little one refused to give up. Where are you? I must find you. He was calling my name while searching everywhere for me. I had been hiding too long and got sleepy. In a daze, I heard a piercing scream. I suddenly sat up and looked outside. The little ones were gone. On the drying platform, only a terrifying bloodstain remained. It was a summer night. Just moments ago, the sky was clear. The bright moon hung high. At some unknown time, a thick fog rolled in. Normally, this place rarely has fog in summer. But today, it was very bloodstain twisted and turned, stretching into the shed. I had no idea how long it was.
I was so scared by the scene before me that my whole body trembled. Xiao Shitu followed the bloodstain a few steps and I saw a blood-soaked sneaker. It was Xiao Shitao's. The bloodstain led south. I followed that direction and saw a huge black shadow in the crops waving at me. I was so scared I froze, trying to scream, but no sound came out. The drying platform was in the center of the village. Xiao Shitao's scream alerted the villagers nearby. People quickly came over. What's going on? The drying platform is getting crowded. Xiao Shitu disappeared. We were just playing hide and seek here. After hearing the scream, he vanished. There was a lot of blood on the ground, and thick fog surrounded us. What was this? No one could see clearly. Little Stone's mother was holding the water-filled Soon someone reported to the police. Everyone was discussing. Some said there were wild beasts on the mountain. Others said it was haunted. The village chief looked at the long bloodstains on the ground winding toward the south mountain. I've lived here for decades, and never heard of anything on the mountain.
Everyone immediately grabbed sickles, hammers, and flashlights. We went up the mountain to search. Yes, we must find the child. Everyone spoke passionately.
At this time, an elderly man in the village, walking slowly, said, "Bring flashlights and torches." My family was among the group following up the mountain. At first, the bloodstains were a single trail, but the further up we went, the more blood there was, until it became patches. That was when I realized how much blood a human body contains. Someone was quietly watching from behind.
With this amount of bleeding, even if the child was found, they wouldn't survive. To run this fast while carrying the child, the beast must be huge. I think I'm dazed.
Look, it's been many years since we've seen such a big creature here. It might be something unknown. The bloodstains of the personnel kept leading to the top of the South Mountain.
Little Stone was nowhere to be seen. Finally, at the entrance of a cave, a pile of shredded flesh was found, next to Little Stone's bloodstained clothes. When my parents arrived, they were both gasping for breath. My father came up and kicked me, saying, "You little brat, who told you to run around at night?" My parents pulled me and walked down the mountain. Once home, they packed up without a word and drove away. Later, I heard the police deployed a lot of manpower to search the mountain. I got nothing out of what happened later. After that, a sudden flash came to my mind. It suddenly flashed.
The night Little Stone had the accident 1,000 years ago.
I also saw a dark figure waving at you.
And a face, it said.
That night, the one who was supposed to die was you. My parents packed up quickly and left.
We didn't take long to get in the car. My dad drove fast. My mom sat in the back seat, tightly holding my hand. I could feel how nervous she was.
I thought a bit,
The fog is about to roll in.
No.
I have to tell them before the road closes, just as Dad
After
said.
a while, thick fog covered the area. Sure enough, I saw a little boy by the highway. He was waving. The fog was thick, visibility low. The boy stood by the roadside. I was startled. How could there be a child by the road this late at night? A van slowly passed by, without changing lanes or stopping. It seemed only we noticed the boy from afar. I kept watching him. The boy looked familiar. The kid got closer and closer, waving his hand faster and faster. He was only wearing one shoe. The other foot was bare. Suddenly, I saw his face clearly.
It was Little Stone's mom. That was Little Stone. Mom laughed and covered my mouth, saying, "You saw wrong. Little Stone has been dead for so many years."